Was the exasperated look on the face of Rachel Reeves at this week's Prime Minister's questions just a personal matter? In this video, Talk TV's Kevin O'Sullivan and Isabel Oakeshott dive into what happened at Prime Minister's questions and explore why Rachel Reeves appeared so distraught. Plus, we'll discuss the leadership principles of transparency and accountability. Before we get into the discussion, if you love diving into political issues and enjoy hearing a principled take on them, then hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to join the conversation. It will help our channel reach a wider audience.
Back to London from the UAE, and as I land and my phone lights up with all these images of an absolutely broken looking Rachel Reeves in Prime Minister's questions. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, on a human level, you know, my immediate reaction was to feel, I don't think you and I are going to agree on this, but on a human level, I actually immediately felt really sorry for her.
Hang on, Isabel, I'm in trouble with the audience for saying exactly what you just said. My take on it is this. Look, if I have to see a woman cry, Rachel Reeves will do. But I'm a bloke. I hate to see a woman cry. And on a human level, I felt very, very sorry for her. But then again, if she's crying for the state the country's in, for what's happened to her career, what's happened to the economy, then it's hard to have too much sympathy for her. But I never like to see somebody so broken. But you know, yeah. So just to correct you, I actually am on the same side of you. I feel sympathy.
My take on this is I don't believe that it's a personal matter.
Nor do I.
Crying is a personal matter. You know, no woman, no man wants to cry in public under any circumstances, least of all on the front bench, sitting next to the Prime Minister, looking like she did. Absolutely terrible. She looks like she's had no sleep. And I'm struck by the contrast in the body language of Angela Rayner, who looks fantastic at this point. She's absolutely in her prime, in her pomp, and looks as if she is, you know, in charge of all she surveys. And I thought that image of the Prime Minister, a broken Prime Minister, I mean, he's so damaged, and this weeping Chancellor, and then next to them you've got Angela Rayner, who's almost smirking. I mean, I've watched it really closely. She thinks she's going to inherit the crown, and I'm not sure that she's wrong about that, though whether it's a crown anyone's going to want to wear by the time it's ready for her is another question. But this is one hell of a moment. Whatever
yes, it is. Yeah.
Reeves was crying about, it is one of those moments that is going to become symbolic of this government's absolutely catastrophic first year. I don't think it's recoverable for either Keir Starmer or his Chancellor. And I think the fiasco that took place yesterday over the welfare bill points to a party that is so at war within the parliamentary party between those on the hard left that simply will not accept that you can't have an ever ballooning welfare state without having some way of paying for it, and those on the slightly more sensible wing of the party who just about grasp that something's got to give. And what yesterday showed is that the left of the party are just not going to ever accept any spending cuts, and we all know what that means for the rest of us.
It means definite tax hikes coming our way soon. Now, what happened last night? I mean, those were remarkable scenes in themselves. I'm told from a good source that the final climb down. So what we went to in the last few days, we're going to make savings of £5 billion on our $300 billion welfare bill. We need to do this for the sake of the economy, otherwise the country could be facing bankruptcy. Everybody knows that £5 billion was never going to be enough. We need a lot more than that. Probably 10, 20 would be better. But anyway, £5 billion. In the last 3 days, that £5 billion by yesterday was down to £2 billion. By the evening, as they were getting towards the vote, it was down to less than £1 billion. And the final climb down absurdly meant that we now will not be saving a single penny, but in fact our welfare bill will go up by £100 million. That final capitulation, I'm told, Starmer did not tell Rachel Reeves or Liz Kendall about. He kept them in the dark. I'm also told that this morning, before PMQs, that the Chancellor, undermined, demoralised, thinking, what can I do now, had a massive row with the Prime Minister, and that could explain her distraught appearance in the Commons. Either way, forget the fact that she's crying. We as a nation have a lot to cry about after what's happened in the last 24 hours. We desperately needed to make savings on our welfare bill, our £300 billion welfare bill, and we've ended up adding £100 million to it. That is a catastrophe.
It is a complete and utter calamity. It's a political calamity because it shows that we've got a government that is just too weak to do anything of the serious things that need to be done. And it's an economic calamity. And you can hardly blame Rachel Reeves for being utterly exasperated. I think Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the opposition, was unusually good today.
Yes, she was. I agree.
I was reluctantly quite impressed because I think she's been a huge disappointment. But I think she did well at Prime Minister's questions today. And I think it was her that remarked that she's never before seen, and neither have I, a government bill being brought before the House. The whole point of the bill was to cut spending, and it's ended up adding to the final bill. I mean, that's extraordinary, isn't it? The whole point of the bill was actually to cut the welfare state, and it's ended up
added to it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it proves that our Prime Minister is a straw man. You know, he completely buckled here, capitulated right up to the end. In fact, did exactly what those left-wing 130 rebel backbenchers told him to do.
Leaders must be straightforward with the public. Covering up problems for political gain is a losing strategy. When you hide the truth about a policy or decision that clearly isn't working, it's only a matter of time before the public finds out. And when leaders aren't upfront, small cracks can turn into major crises. Think of it like driving a malfunctioning car. When you choose to go further and faster, despite warning signs, like a sputtering engine or a flashing dashboard light, everything risks breaking apart. Leaders who ignore problems or double down for the sake of appearances set themselves up for failure. Transparency means acknowledging the warning signs early. Accountability means taking responsibility and acting swiftly to fix the issue. The public isn't unreasonable. Be truthful. Admit when things are going wrong. Apologize sincerely and pivot quickly. People respect honesty and decisive action far more than spin or denial. Accountability isn't just about admitting fault, it's about showing you're committed to making things right. So what can we learn from moments like those of Rachel Reeves at Prime Minister's questions? Transparency and accountability aren't just buzzwords. They are the foundation of trust between leaders and the public. When things go wrong, don't hide it. Don't deflect. Just be honest and take action. That's the kind of leadership people respect. If you agree that leaders should prioritize truth and responsibility, drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. If you have benefited in any way from this video, please subscribe, like, share, and be sure to leave us a comment.